And good evening, everyone, and welcome to high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Yes, it's summer already, and we are doing softballs. Grinnell Tigers welcome the Boone Toreadors out of the Raccoon River Conference and Coach Lindsey Hyman. How you doing, everybody? Chris Jr. here with you on an absolutely beautiful Tuesday evening for high school softball. Of course, on our other live stream, we have the Tiger baseball team hosting Oskaloosa. They're in a doubleheader. Dave Van Compernol has that call for you, so my suggestion would be open up two browser tabs, tap in one to the baseball, tap the other to softball, and you can keep going back and forth. We'll give you updates on the baseball game as we go through the season. Tigers and Toreadors tonight kicking off the baseball season. Coach Doty said they've had a couple scrimmages. They've done pretty well. Lots of excitement around the season, as there always is. And the Tigers are ranked number 14 in Class 4A in the preseason. There are a total of 7 WAMAC teams ranked in the preseason rankings. Now, I'm a coach by trade, so and Coach Doty would too. You know, I don't put a lot of stock in rankings, especially preseason, but that still shows you the strength of the WAMAC conference. They list the top 20, and 7 of the 20, almost 1/3 of them, are WAMAC teams. So that tells you how good the WAMAC is. Let's take a moment to salute our sponsors this year. They include Polly Eyes Pizza, Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate, Weldon Drywall, Latitude Signage and Design, Mayflower Community, Mahaska Communication Group, Dairy Barn, Unity Point Health, Grinnell Regional Medical Center, Prairie Lakes Church, B3 Technology, and Wagon Wheels West. Our scoreboard, as always, brought to us by Kurt's Collision Center. Strikeouts this year, once again, brought to us by Michelle's Dance Academy. And our foul balls, we have a new sponsor this year, Edward Jones, Mark and Paul Colpin, bringing you the foul balls. And, of course, in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you do see the business card sponsors rolling through there. In addition to all the ones I mentioned, they include Grinnell Firestone, Corey Hall Photography, and S&S Electric. So again, Tigers and Toreadors taking the field tonight, and we will have that here in just a moment. I want to talk to you, too, about, everybody knows about state track, how the Tiger girls and boys teams did outstanding. Boys teams finished 7th in the state. Have a state champion, the long jumper on the girls' side, Aiden Goslink, set a state track meet record for Class 3 on the long jump, and 4x1, 4x2. They had a good success on boys and girls' side as well. We will take this break and we will come back with more softball action.
People ask us
Tiger
what the
Sports
secret
Live Stream
is.
Network.
Is it the thin and crispy crust? Is it the liquid gold ranch? Or maybe it's the fact that we're still doing things the hard way, by hand, every single day. Truth is, the secret is you. The families who have been sitting in these booths for 3 generations. We're more than just a pizza place. We're part of your story. So come in, bring the whole family, and let us handle the rest. We've got a spot saved for you at Polly Eyes.
Tomorrow.
Back here at the softball complex. Had to help the PA get the microphone set a little bit, and now we are doing the starting lineups. As you can see, want to touch base, though. We talked about state track. Congratulations to coaches Casey McDermott and Josh Wardenberg for their outstanding seasons. Lots of great places and finishes on both the boys and girls side. We also have some Tigers in state meets this week. Levi Jack played the first round today of the 3A state golf up at Gates Park Golf Course in Waterloo. That will go today and tomorrow. Levi qualified for state, the senior. So we hope to have information on how he did today. But however he did, he has another round tomorrow to go through. And then in state tennis, in Class 2A tomorrow, Xander Freeman plays at 10 a.m. over in Iowa City against Caden Marshall from Newton. Xander made state in the tennis singles, so good luck to both those competitors this week for state tennis and state golf. So the Boone Toreadors, they come into the season. This is the first official game for each team. And I want to say a pretty good season last year did Boone. They were 21-14 last year. They lost to North Polk in the 4A Region 7 finals, so they got one game away from state last year. They lost to North Polk 4-3. And they go together this way. Leading off and playing shortstop is number 20, Claire Hardinger. Batting second, playing third base, number 8, Haley Bingham. Batting third and pitching, number 23, Brooke Weisbrod. Batting fourth and playing center field, number 15, Kaylee Keel. Batting fifth and catching, number 5, Haley Bailey. The designated player, number 12, Carson Smith. We'll talk more and explain what the designated player is. They're batting sixth. Batting seventh, Finley Hauser, the second baseman. Batting eighth and playing first base is Olivia Garber. And batting ninth and playing left field, number 13, Abigail Liu. And then playing right field but not batting, that's where the flex comes in, that's Mackenzie Klatt. So that in softball, you can have a designated player where they don't bat, but they play in the field. And in this case, it's Mackenzie Klatt. She plays right field but does not bat. And Carson Smith, batting sixth, they bat, but they don't play in the field. So that's a designated player. For the Grinnell Tigers and head coach Mike Doty. They go together this way. And we are going to have the playing of the national anthem here on the Tiger Sports live stream network. All right, the national anthem, and we are getting set for softball. Grinnell Tigers and coach Mike Doty coming off a pretty successful season last year. 29-9 last year. They lost to Gilbert in the Class 4A regionals. 7 teams from the Wamaka ranked. The Tigers are ranked number 14 in the preseason in Class 4A. They had to go together this way. Kylie Bond leads off playing shortstop. Ree Reese is pitching, batting second. Macy Andrews playing first base, batting third. The 3 seniors. Playing third base, batting fourth is Caitlin Smith. Batting fifth, Ivy Kellogg, the second baseman. Batting sixth, Ava Van Tomey, catching tonight. Batting seventh is Kate Nath, playing left field. Batting eighth is Lainey Idle, playing right field. And batting ninth is Hadley Harder, playing center field. Hadley, part of the state track teams here a while ago. And that's how things go together, and we are getting set for softball action. Of course, soccer's not done yet. The boys soccer team will play PCM on Thursday of this week over at TT Craney Field in the semifinals of the soccer regional. We'll have that game for you right here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network starting at 7 o'clock. Again, you can check out our website. That is the watermark in the lower left-hand corner, add the .com, and that is our website for our schedules, links to games, current, past, and present, and much, much more. All right, leading off for Boone here, getting things started. Shortstop, number 20, Claire Hardinger, facing Ree Reese.
Now batting, shortstop, number 20, Claire Hardinger.
Alyssa Flander, who would normally catch or be in the rotation, is still nursing a broken hand. Expect her back here in a few weeks. So Hardinger steps in the shortstop for the Toreadors and coach Lindsey Hyman. Here's the first pitch from Reese. Catches the outside corner for strike one. And you see the scoreboard up there. Due to some technical difficulties with the Wi-Fi, we will not be able to bring you that, so I will try to keep the tally for you as best I can. So just ignore that in the upper left-hand corner. Second pitch. Low for ball one. No real rule changes or anything here in baseball. If you can see on your screen, there's a little rectangular box right in front of the pitching rubber. That is the pitcher's box. They cannot step outside of that. If they do, it's a legal pitch. That breaking ball misses low and away for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Hardinger. Haley Bingham, the third baseman for the Toreadors, is on deck. Again, these teams have had some scrimmages, but this is the first official game for both. That pitch catches the outside corner for called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Hardinger. Reese takes that windmill motion and slaps the ball in the glove. Two pitch is on the way. Change up, hit up to the center field, 4-base hit. So a clean single and a hit for Hardinger, and the leadoff runner is aboard for the Toreadors. Now we'll see if Coach Hyman sends her, does a pinch runner. I don't see anybody moving, so see how aggressive the Toreadors are going to be here. That brings up third baseman Haley Bingham. Lots of things at play here. Sacrifice, you can bunt him over, you can do a hit and run, lots of things. Let's see what Coach Hyman elects to do here. Scoring a bunt. Runner's going, pitches wide, gets past the catcher, so she's going to move down to second. Takes a big turn around, but stays on the bag, so now the runner in scoring position for the Toreadors. 1 ball, no strikes. Just underway here at the softball complex, Grinnell and Boone. Tiger baseball team playing a doubleheader hosting Oskaloosa tonight. Dave Van Kampenel has that. That pitch is squared up, bunted foul for 1 ball and 1 strike. Players can bunt up until 2 strikes, and they can still bunt on with 2 strikes, but if they foul it off, instead of getting another bat like you would at a normal at-bat, they are out if they bunt a 3rd strike foul. That pitch was low for ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. That time, Bingham did not square the bunt. And like most teams, each player wears a wristband with plays on it. The coach just calls out a number. The player looks down at the corresponding number. They know what play is on. 2-1. Swung on and popped foul up and out of play. That is an Edward Jones foul ball. And that evens the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No out. Runner at second base for Boone here. Top of the first inning. Here's a pitch. Up and in. Gets away from the catcher. Runner's going to move down to third. And now the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to the Toreador third baseman, Haley Bingham. Brooke, the Wisebroad, the pitcher, is on deck. Three-two. Up and in. Walk. Base on balls. Now they have runners at the corners, first and third, with nobody out. And that brings up the pitcher, Brooke Wisebroad. Again, a lot of options opening for Coach Hyman. Let's see what's in play here. If the runner at first steals, you're going to concede that. Let her go to second. That the runner at third is the most important thing right here. See what the Tigers do defensively. Squares the bunt. Pitch gets away from the catcher. Runner's going to come home, and that runner's going to score. Runner's heading over to third. On the play, advances all the way over from first to third. So Boone scores first. And again, we apologize. Our scoreboard in the upper left-hand corner screen is not working. So it's 1-0, Boone over Grinnell. Bottom of the first inning here. Nobody out. 1-0 pitch now on the way from Reese. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup from Ree. Ree and her teammate Kylie Bond are going to go to junior college and play softball with the hopes of potentially making it to the Division I level after this senior season is over. 1-1 pitch. Low and outside. Runner is going to come home. Throw is not in time. So Boone scores. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike. And 2-0 Boone with the lead over Grinnell. Over on the baseball field, Tigers lead Oskaloosa 14-2 in game number 1. Again, that's being broadcast also on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Dave Van Kampenel has that call for you. They're playing two. We just have the single girls game here tonight. Pitch is on the way. Swung on. That's ripped out to right field. It's deep. Getting back on the horse, and that's one hop off the fence. Going to be at least a double. Tigers chase it down, get the ball in. She's going for third. Here comes the throw, and it hits the runner in the helmet. So that's all legal and legit. So Weisbrod gets a triple.
Now batting center fielder, number
We'll try to get that scoring for you. But she never hesitated. I think if the throw had got through, she might have been tagged out. Now we're going to have assistant coach call a meeting for Grinnell, kind of get the troops settled down here a bit. And again, you just check out our website, that watermark in the lower left-hand corner. Add the .com, that's our website. You have our schedule. We have the soccer schedule up and softball and baseball schedules. For the most part, Dave Van Compernel will be bringing you the baseball games, and I will be bringing you the softball. There'll be some switching up there. I'll do a few baseball and so forth. Blake Walker will also step in upon occasion here and do some games for us as well. But all that information is on our website. There, again, the watermark, lower left-hand corner, add.com, and that's our website. Okay, conference is over. And now we are set for softball. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike one. I believe our count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Squares the bunt and gets the bunt down, but foul. Here comes a pitch on the way from Reese. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Much needed strikeout for Reese for the first out.
number 5, Hallie Bailey.
That brings up the catcher, Hallie Bailey. Again, runner at third in the form of the pitcher, Brooke Weisbrod. Did not see a pinch or courtesy runner come in. That's something to softball. They can have a courtesy runner come in for the pitcher or catcher. That pitch swung on a foul. That is a Edward Jones foul ball. Mark and Paul Colpin, your financial advisors at Edward Jones. Owe them a couple of those. Pitch fouled off for strike 1. That pitch outside gets away from the catcher a little bit. Runner tries to come home, but doesn't get far enough. Good job by Van Tomey there to chase that one down. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Bailey, the catcher, steps in now. Facing Reese. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Bunt plays up high and it rolls foul. That is another Edward Jones foul ball. We also had a Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout earlier. Thanks to all our sponsors, Michelle's and Edward Jones and all the rest, for sponsoring our sporting events. We appreciate that. 1-2 on the way. Changeup misses upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's trying to take a little off that one. Van Tomey, the catcher, looks to the dugout to get the sign from Coach Doty. And what pitch he wants, she relays that to Reese, and here comes the 2-2 pitch. Did she go? Yes, in the umpire's opinion, she did. Another Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout for the second out. So 2 outs now, and that brings up the designated player, number 12, Carson Smith. Again, runner at third for Boone. Toreadors lead Grinnell 2-0. First pitch, outside corner for strike 1. Looks like that first game is over for the boys, and Tigers won 14-2, I believe. They're warming up now for the second game. So if you've been watching the boys' game, as that pitch is fouled off for Edward Jones foul ball for strike 2, Appreciate you tuning in to watch a little bit of softball. We are underway here. Boone is leading Grinnell 2-0 here, top of the first inning. Chris Jr. here with you on a beautiful Tuesday night. Wind blowing left to right, blowing out to right field. Pretty good clip, 10 to 15 miles an hour, I'd say. That changeup misses upstairs, gets away from the catcher. Here comes the throw, and not in time. So Boone gets their 3 runners across. And there's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the batter, Carson Smith. Toreadors lead now 3-0. Again, we apologize. Our scoreboard in the upper left-hand corner is not working. So we are unable to bring you the score, so I'll just have to relay it to you. That pitch swung on us, popped foul, heading towards the foul baseline. Nobody can get to it. It's another Edward Jones foul ball. And count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. A Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout to retire the side. Tigers give up 3 runs. Reese strikes out the next 3 batters. And Boone leads Grinnell 3-0. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports.
When change and
Live Stream
uncertainty
Network.
define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Back here at Grinnell High School, Boone jumps out on Grinnell 3-0. A single, a walk, a triple, and then some pass balls, and Boone scores, and they lead Grinnell 3-0. Leading off for the Tigers, shortstop Kylie Bond. Second on the team last year in home runs behind the pitcher Reese. First pitch from Weisbrod is in there for a strike. Bottom of the first inning we go. Again, Boone leads Grinnell 1-0. Second pitch in there for a strike as well. So 0-2 now. Bond in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. That pitch way outside. Try to get Bond to chase it. Good discipline by Kylie not to chase that for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Weisbrod likes to work quickly, so we expect to see the Tigers step out quite a bit to try to disrupt her rhythm. 1-2. Change up. Misses up and in. For ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Weisbrod tried to go outside, tried to do the changeup. My guess is this is going to be a fastball. Here's the pitch. Upstairs for ball 3. Good job by Kylie Bond to battle back. She was in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Now she's battled back to a full count. For the senior shortstop, again headed to a junior college, along with her teammate Reese to play some softball there. There's a pitch on the way, swung on, that's chop foul. Just getting a piece of it. Nice piece of hitting. That pitch fooled Kylie, but she went down and got it. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. For a Edward Jones foul ball. The count stays full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Up and in for strike 3. And the first out. So Bond goes out on strikes, brings up the pitcher, number 16, Reese. Reese definitely has home run power. See if Weisbrod comes after her or pitches around her. Let's see. First pitch is outside for ball 1. I can tell you from doing softball last year, most teams, not all of them, but vast majority of them, did not give Ree anything to hit. They pitched away from her. Probably a good idea. There's a big swing and a miss. Nice changeup that time by Weisbrod. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. First official game of the year for both schools. They'll play 30-plus games this year. Changeup. Misses upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to Reese. I just know that if Ree connects with one, it usually goes very far, very fast. Pitch. Swung on a foul back. Edward Jones foul ball. Makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Tiger pitcher. Ree will also play some first base on the day she's not pitching. 2-2 count on the way from Weisbrod. That pitch is outside. Count is full now. That pitch got a few moans from the Boone umpires sitting below us here. But the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to the senior pitcher. 1 out. Nobody on base for Grinnell. Bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that's popped up and foul and out of play. Another Edward Jones foul ball. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. If you're new to softball, they get unlimited foul balls as long as they're batting. If they scored a bunt on 2 strikes and they bunt a foul, then they're out. That pitch was swung on and just missing. It was Reese. She popped it up. Shortstop drifts over, makes the catch for the out to retire Reese. Brings up the first baseman, the other senior, Macy Andrews. 3 seniors on this year's team for Coach Mike Doty. Macy now stepping in. Macy playing first base tonight. Macy can also catch if need be. Facing Brooke Weisbrod. Boone leads Grinnell 3-0. You see on our Kirkland center scoreboard. That pitch is hit out to left field. But right at the left fielder who makes the catch for the out to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Grinnell. No runs. We played 1 complete. 3-0 Boone after 1. You're watching high school softball.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial. And if it is real estate you are looking for, you are 1 click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers!
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Back here to the softball complex. To the top of the second inning we go. Boone leads Grinnell 3-0. Our first of many softball and baseball games. Baseball also being broadcast live on our live stream. Dave Van Kampen has that. Tigers won the first game 14-2 over Oskaloosa, getting ready to start that second game. Here, 3-0 Boone over the lead with Grinnell. Here's the first pitch to the leadoff batter for the second inning, leading off, Finley Hauser. First pitch is outside for ball 1. That pitch outside as well for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Where he steps off, the rubber kind of spins around and Pitching's got to be one of the most mentally challenging positions to play in all of sport. There's a nice pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. I mean, there's a lot of positions you could say that of, but quarterback in football and pitcher in softball or baseball. 2-1. Swung on foul back for Edward Jones foul ball. The count evens up now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're on social media as well. Besides our website, we have on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Check us out, Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Our website, watermark, lower left-hand corner at the .com. That pitch gets the call in the outside corner for a called strike 3. Coach Hyman just kind of shook her head and like, okay, as long as you're consistent, that's fine. So that brings up 1 out. That brings up first baseman. Brings up first baseman number 24, Olivia Gardner. That pitch swung on and hit foul up and over the fence, over the third base line for a Edward Jones foul ball and strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on that hit over the shortstop out to left field. Stopped by the left fielder. Gets it in, but it's a clean single now for Garber. And the Toreadors have a runner on here in this top of the second inning. That brings up left fielder number 13, Abigail Liu.
Now batting left fielder number 13, Abigail Liu.
See what Coach Hyman does here. Again, like Coach Doty, she makes her players wear a wristband with the plays on it. She'll call out a number, and they look at the wristband to get the play. She scores to bunt, is popped up, and foul. An Edward Jones foul ball for strike 1. With 1 out, lots of options here on the table for Coach Hyman. Here's the pitch. Scores the bunt again. That bunt is pushed foul. Another foul ball. Edward Jones foul ball. Mark and Paul Colpin. 0-2 now to Garber, the first baseman. If she bunts on this one, and it goes foul, she's out. It's a strikeout. So let's see if she scores the bunt or not. Here's the 0-2. Swung in a miss for strike 3. Big strikeout now for Reese. That's the Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout at a very opportune moment for the second out. That'll bring up number 9 player in the order, number 13, Abigail Liu. You know what? I think I'm off of place. Let me double check here. That pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Yes, it's the leadoff here to Claire Hardinger.
Now batting shortstop number 20, Claire Hardinger.
I'm messing up our PA announcers. They need to learn not to listen to me, because I have no idea what I'm talking about 99% of the time. Second pitch, catches outside corner for strike 1. I see what I did. That pitch swung on as ripped foul down the first base line, open out of play. Edward Jones foul ball for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the leadoff hitter, Claire Hardinger, who singled and scored her last time up. See if Reese can get out of this jam here in this top of the second inning. Pitch. Up and in for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, runner on first base for Boone, top of the second inning. Toreadors lead Grinnell 3-0 high school softball here on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Payoff pitch. Swung on and chopped towards the shortstop. Bond has it. Sends it across the diamond to first in time to record the out, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3-0 Boone after 1.5. You're watching high school softball
At
on the Tiger
Mayflower
Sports
Community, we
live stream
offer
network.
a full continuum of care. From independent living in our beautiful historic neighborhood to assisted living, memory care assisted living, and skilled nursing care that meets you exactly where you are. But life here is about the experience. Whether it's enjoying a meal with friends in one of our dining spaces, staying active in the wellness center, or exploring our walking paths, there is always a way to connect. Come see why Mayflower is more than a residence. It's a community.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
Back here at the softball complex. Bottom of the second inning we go. Tigers trailing Boone 3-0. Be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Grinnell. Leading off will be third baseman number 6, Caitlin Smith. Goes by Kate, I was told. My name is Kate. She didn't say anything like that. She's nice. But it is Kate. I remember from last year. Pitch down low for ball 1. Be Kate Smith, Ivy Kellogg, and Ava Van Tomey for Coach Doty here in this bottom of the second inning. Next pitch, up and in, just misses for ball 2. Gets a couple of groans from the Boone umpires in the stands, a couple of head shakes. Over on the baseball diamond, they've just got game number 2 starting here in just a moment. Again, Dave Van Comperle calling that one. That pitch is fouled off for a Edward Jones foul ball for strike 1. Again, my suggestion would be to when you open up your browser tab, open up 2 tabs, go to Tiger Sports Livestream, click on the baseball link on our website for Oskaloosa, and then click on the softball link for on the other tab for Boone, and you will have both streams up. That pitch misses low and away for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Kate Smith. And that pitch is low for ball 4, and Tigers have their first base runner of the night. Coach Doty, I can just tell you from experience, very aggressive on the base paths. If he doesn't have like a hit and run or sacrifice on board, he will probably send the runner undoubtedly to check the arm. That brings up Ivy Kellogg. That pitch in there for a strike. The catcher, Haley Bailey, stands up, kind of threatens to throw to first, but Kate Smith gets back. No balls, 1 strike. That pitch is on, runners going. There's a throw down, and it is not in time. Throw is high and wide right, so a stolen base now for Kate Smith. And we have seen Coach Doty be aggressive, and he will steal third if the opportunity presents itself. Plays the game the way he puts a lot of pressure on the defense, makes you make a play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a pitch. Catcher set up outside. They did not get the call. It was outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ava Van Tomey is on deck. Kate Smith in the batter's box for Grinnell. Runner at second in the person of Ivy Kellogg in the box. Kate Smith is the runner at second. That pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Tigers' second baseman, Ivy Kellogg. Again, we know that the pitcher, Weisbrod, likes to work quickly, so we see a lot of Tigers step out. That pitch is swung. That's hit hard out to left center field. Look out. That is gone. Home run for Ivy Kellogg. Wow. Got all of that pitch and sent it over to left center field. Wow. First home run of the year. 2 RBIs in. It is suddenly 3-2. That pitch stayed up, and boy, Ivy just grabbed it and crushed it to left center field.
Now batting, catcher number 12.
Again, we apologize. Our scoreboard is not working, so ignore that in the upper left-hand corner. We'll have that fixed for our next softball game. That brings up the catcher, Ava Van Tomey. Ava steps in now. Tigers get 2 on the board. That pitch misses low for ball 1. 3-2 now. Tigers trail Boone. Nobody out here, though, in this bottom of the second inning. That pitch swing, that's ripped to right center for a clean base hit. Van Tomey puts one to right center. Another Tiger base runner's on board, and I'm not saying there were nerves in that first inning, but I think the Tigers look like they've settled in now and are playing some softball. That brings up the left fielder, number 23, Kate Nath.
Number 23, Kate Nath.
Again, nobody out. Runner first for Grinnell. Kate Nath steps in. A lot of options here for Coach Doty. Let's see what he does. Scores to bunt. Lays down a great bunt right in front of the plate. Only plays a first, and it is not handled. Runner advances all the way around to third. And again, that aggressive nature, that runner at second, Van Tomey, never even hesitated. As soon as the throw was going, Doty waved her on to third, and she made it. Now Tigers have runners at the corner with nobody out. And we're going to get time now as Coach Doty wants to talk to his hitter, Laney Idle. So don't know if they called that a single out. We have a courtesy runner now at third base for the catcher. Number 2 coming in, I believe it looked like to me. See who that is. We'll get you that name here in just a moment.
Now batting, right fielder, number 7, Laney Idle.
So Laney Idle steps in now. I believe that runner's number 7, or check that. Number 2, Lauren Kivi, K-I-V-I, now running at third. Now the batter steps out. And here comes the first pitch. It's upstairs. Runner, of course, steals first. Again, Boone conceding that with the runner at third. Pitch was upstairs for ball 1. Now
Tigers, number 2, Lauren Kibbe.
Tigers now have runners at second and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. That pitch in there for a strike. Nice changeup thrown that time by Weisbrod. My wife, who played softball, we'll talk about that in a minute. That pitch just misses inside. Boone fans are wondering, what does it take? Pretty good pitch to take. Now we're going to have time called by Coach Doty again. He's going to talk to his right fielder, Laney Idle. Or maybe Laney wanted to talk to him because she's doing the talking. He's listening. Again, we'll have boys playoff soccer for you Thursday here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. The Tiger boys hosting PCM in the second round, semifinal round of the sectionals. Tiger girls soccer team is in action tomorrow night on the road for their soccer playoff game. That pitch is in there for a strike. Counting is up now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runners at second and third for Grinnell. Tigers trail Boone 3-2 on a 2-run home run by Abby Kellogg. Change up, swing and a miss for strike 3. Nice pitch. Idle goes down on strikes for the first out. Now we're back to check that. Number 9 batter, Haley Harder, the center fielder. Fast as her brother. I wonder if you'd ask her. She scores the bunt and takes the pitch for a called strike. I'm sure Hadley would say, if Kellen and I lined up, I'd beat him in 100 meters. That's what I'm going to go with because Hadley's here and Kellen's not here, so we'll go with that. 0-1, second pitch, in there for strike 2. Weisbrod is a pretty nice arsenal. She's got that changeup down. She tried to throw it in the first inning, couldn't get it to go, but she's had a couple of good changeups here in this second inning. Really hard pitch to hit. 0-2. Just misses outside. Wow. Tough pitch to take for Harder, but she does and gets the call. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I hear players and coaches say, protect the plate with 2 strikes. You want to just do what you can to get the bat on the ball. That pitch is swung on and chopped towards the shortstop. Shortstop comes home with it and gets the tag out at home. So that is out at home. That is 6-2 for the second out. Hard to reach is on the fielder's choice. We have a Tiger runner.
Now batting, shortstop, number 17, Kylie Bond.
That is Kate Nath gets all the way over to third. So Kylie Bond now is up. First pitch upstairs to Bond for ball. So 2 outs now. Runners at first and third for Grinnell. Bottom of the second inning, Tigers trail Boone 3-2. Here's the pitch. That changeup is outside. Runner goes down to second. Again, Boone conceding that with a runner at third. 2-0 now the count to Kylie Bond. Tigers shortstop. One of 3 seniors for Coach Doty. Kylie Bond, Ree Reese, and Macy Andrews. That pitch outside as well for ball 3. The catcher, Haley Bailey, is trying to set up outside and then snap it back in, but the umpire has not given it to her. So 3-0 count now. See if Kylie has a takes on her, if Coach Doty lets her hit here. That pitch up and in for ball 4. So now the bases are loaded, and Ree steps to the plate. No place to put her. You can't walk her as bases are loaded. Of course, Reese did pop out to the shortstop her last time up, but definitely one of the Tiger power hitters. Kylie Bond the other. And as we saw earlier, Ivy Kellogg went deep. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball 1. A lot of pressure on the catcher, Haley Bailey. A pass ball or anything is going to score 1 run and advance the runners. I would think Coach Doty would send him. We'll see. It depends on how far the ball goes away, I guess. That pitch swings out. It's not a swing, but he does get the outside corner for strike 1. That pitch starts on the center of the plate and tails away from the left-handed hitting Reese. Nice pitch by Weisbrod. Evens up the count at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Baseball game's underway, second game. Tigers won the first one 14-2. Second game of that doubleheader's underway. No score between Grinnell and Oskaloosa. That game is also on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Dave Van Comperno with that call. Here's a pitch. That pitch is swung on again. Reese just missed it, popping it up to right field. Right fielder comes in, a little bit of an adventure, but makes the catch for the out to retire the side. Tigers get 2 runs on the 2-run homer. They trail 3-2. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports
fans. I'm
Live
Pastor
Stream
Phil,
Network.
inviting you to Tri Church at Prairie Lakes, where you're here that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments. So no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Hey Tiger fans, Colton here at Wagon Wheels West in Grinnell, and today's game day boot is this men's Twisted X boot. This boot is going to be super comfortable with that self-stretch technology while also being greatly durable if you have to go and work in the yard or you're out on the job all day. This is going to be the boot for you. But don't get it twisted. This boot is going to look wonderful under a nice pair of blue jeans if you got to go out on the town. And stop in, try it, and good luck Tigers.
Back here at the softball complex to the top of the third inning we go. Boone leads Grinnell 3-2. Tigers had chances there, left stranded of 3 that last half inning, but they did get a 2-run homer by Ivy Kellogg to make it 3-2. Now Boone's batting. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters up. Haley Bingham, Brooke Weisbrod, and Kaylee Keel.
Third baseman, number 8, Haley Bingham.
So Bingham steps in. She walked and scored her last time up. Facing Ree Reese. Here's the pitch. Upstairs for ball one. Oh, one pitch now on the way. That's swing and a miss for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice changeup that time by Reese. That pitch swung on and fouled off for an Edward Jones foul ball. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes now to the Toreador third baseman, Bingham. Here's a pitch from Reese. Change up, swing and a miss. Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout for the first out of the inning. Get that leadoff runner is very important, as any coach will tell you. And another Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout for Reese.
Number 23, Brooke Weisbrod.
Unofficially her 5th strikeout on the night. That brings up the pitcher, Brooke Weisbrod. She tripled and scored her last time up. Facing Reese. Pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Boy, that pitch started about waist higher than when it got to the plate. It just dropped. Very nice pitch from Reese. Wow. Grinnell girls are at Ballard High School tomorrow night. 7 o'clock for their playoff game, first round. That pitch is fouled back for a Edward Jones foul ball. And Weisbrod is in the hole now. No balls and 2 strikes. They play Ballard. Grinnell soccer team, 4-11-1 in the season. Ballard 6-7-2. They did play Ballard about a week ago and lost a game at Ballard 4-3 in a very close game, I understand. So they play tomorrow night. Changeup just misses upstairs for ball 1. Tough pitch to take. Good discipline that time by Weisbrod. Did not fall for it. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out. Nobody on for Boone. Top of the 3rd inning. Toreadors lead Grinnell 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's ripped right up to center field. Right over the pitcher's head for a clean single. So Weisbrod is on. Her second hit of the night. And that brings up center fielder number 15, Kaylee Keel. Kaylee struck out her last time, but now we have a courtesy runner going in. For the pitch, that's number 6 for Boone. Look that up. That is Hadley Gustafson, a freshman running. And again, if you're new to softball, the pitcher and catcher can have a courtesy runner as many times as they need to. No limit. Anybody else gets run for, it's a pinch runner, which you can do once. If you pinch run for the same player again, then they have to come out. So that brings up Kaylee Keel. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. 3-2 on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard, which again you can't see, but I can say it. We apologize again. The scoreboard in the upper left-hand corner, just please disregard that. It is not working tonight. Not anything on our end. It's a Wi-Fi issue, which we will hope to get worked out. That pitch taken for a called strike 2. And Keel now in the hole, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, runner at first. In the form of Haley Gustafson. 0-2 delivery coming from Reese. Pitch is upstairs. Throw down is not in time. So stolen base for Gustafson. And that pitch was a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Alyssa Flander, who does play some for the Tigers. She is out for a broken hand. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout. 6th one of the game unofficially. 2nd one of the inning officially. And that brings up 2 outs and brings up the catcher, Haley Bailey. Bailey taking her time stepping in. Reese not known to work too quick. Not as quick as Weisbrod does, but she does like to move things along. That pitch is upstairs for ball 1. I remember years ago the Tigers had a pitcher Macy Harris, who could not wait to throw it. I mean, if she could, she'd catch the ball and go right in her windup and throw it in again. That's not a knock on Macy. That's just the way it was. Every pitcher's different. That pitch up and in for ball 2. 2 balls and 1, no strikes now to Haley Bailey. 2 outs, though. Runners at second base for Boone. Toreadors lead Grinnell 3-2. First inning is complete over on the baseball field. No score in the game number 2 between Grinnell and Oskaloosa. Dave Van Kamperl has that for you on our Tiger Sports Live Stream Network as well. That pitch misses outside for ball 3. It's now 3-0 to the catcher, Haley Bailey, who struck out her last time up. See if Coach Hyman has her take here. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and foul back. She was swinging on that. That's a Never Jones foul ball. Again, each coach is different. Some coaches automatically make you take a pitch, even if you're the best hitter on the team. Other coaches let you hit away. Depends on the player and situation, I'm sure. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's a pitch. Nice pitch. Catches that outside corner for strike 2. Nice job by Reese to battle back. Now the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning. Boone leads Grinnell 3-2. Runner on second base for the Toreadors. Here is the 3-2 pitch from Reese. Misses upstairs for ball 4. That was close, but it did look high. Now runners at second and third. So good aggressiveness by Lindsey Hyman. The runner who was at second base went all the way over to third. Again, the rule is we'll talk about that here in a minute. Carson Smith, the designated player, is up. Throw down to third, and that ball was there in time. The runner kind of stood there for a minute. They threw it down. And then during all that, Smith takes second base. This should be Finley Hauser, the second baseman. My apologies. No balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Changeup misses outside. Oh, that is Carson Smith. My apologies. I am all kinds of confused, and my apologies to you listening at home. We will get it straight, I promise you that. There's a swing and a foul ball down the third baseline, out of play for another Edward Jones foul ball. It is now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Carson Smith at DP. 1-2 pitch from Reese. Way outside, gets past the catcher, bounce up, throwing it home, and not in time. Runner scores to make it 4-2, Boone. And Haley Bailey moves over to third base. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. 4-2 Boone on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Here's a pitch. Swung on, that's foul back. Another Edward Jones foul ball. Hitters with 2 strikes, they're told to protect the plate. You may hear coaches call that out, or parents. What they mean by that is with 2 strikes, if it's even close, just do what you can to get the bat on it, foul it off to live to swing another day. 2-2 on the way from Reese. Just misses the outside corner. Now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. 4-2, Boone with the lead over Grinnell on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Top of the 3rd inning. Payoff pitch coming from Reese. That catches the outside corner for a called strike 3. A Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout, much needed, retires aside. Boone gets 1 more than lead Grinnell 4-2. You're watching high school softball.
At Be
on
Free
the Tiger
Technology
Sports
in Grinnell,
Live Stream Network.
we make IT simple. Our team provides reliable managed IT services, cloud solutions, data backup, and network security so your home or business runs smoothly every day. With big city technology and small town customer service, B3 Technology has been helping Central Iowa stay connected and protected for decades. Call B3 Technology today at 641-236-9296 or visit b3tech.com.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue, Grinnell, would like to invite everyone to experience the barnyard. Our friendly smiles will serve you up with your favorite yogurt flavor of the day, sundaes, and specialty cyclones. If lunch or supper is what you're craving, they have all the favorites. Large groups are welcome by the busloads, and you can always catch us on the move or online. I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn. Go Tigers!
Back here at the softball complex. Our first softball game of the year, Tigers and Toreadors doing battle. Boone out of the Raccoon River Conference. Toreadors lead Grinnell. Let me try that again. Toreadors lead Grinnell 4-2. Tiger batting order coming up. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Macy Andrews, Kate Smith, and Ivy Kellogg. So in steps the senior Macy Andrews. She flied out on a well-hit ball to left field last time up. And she will face Brooke Weisbrod, the Toreador pitcher.
Now batting first baseman, number 33, Macy Andrews.
So Macy steps in here in this bottom of the third inning. Pitch up and in. Macy takes it for a ball, ball one. Again, if you're just joining us, our scoreboard there you see in the upper left-hand corner of your screen is not working, so please ignore it. We'll get that fixed for you. This ball swung on, chopped towards the shortstop. Nice big hop, throw across the diamond in time. Andrews is retired. Took a nice big hop for the shortstop, and Andrews is retired 6-3 for the first out. That brings up third baseman, number 6, Kate Smith. Kate walked and scored her last time up. She scored courtesy of a 2-run homer by Ivy Kellogg. So Kate Smith now steps in to face Weisbrod. Here's the first pitch. Swung on a pop foul up and out of play for another Edward Jones foul ball. Mark and Paul Colpin sponsoring our foul balls, and we appreciate that. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Boone catcher sets up outside. Haley Bailey, a nice job of trapping that. That ball kind of dropped and bounced and looked like it kind of went to the right a little bit, but good job by Bailey to smother that. And it is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Kate Smith. That pitch just misses for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike now to Smith. Here's the pitch. That pitch swung on, hit out towards right field. It's caught by the right fielder. Wow. What a catch out there in right. That's Mackenzie Klatt robbing Kate Smith. Sometimes that happens. It was a nice hit, but an even better catch. So right fielder makes the catch for the second out. Put a little asterisk by that one should Boone go on to win this one, because that was extra bases for sure. That brings up Ivy Kellogg, the second baseman. Changeup misses inside for ball 1. As I said, Kellogg, 2-run home run her last time up over the left center field fence, right over the H in home, between the H and the O out there, and home of the Tigers. That pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. If Ivy gets on board, Ava Van Tomey is on deck. Here's the 1-1. Change up. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Ivy being told to protect the plate. They know that at this point, playing enough softball. 1-2 pitch on the way. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Kellogg, the Tigers' second baseman. That pitch is swung on and hit off the handle, but the shortstop ranges over, makes the catch for the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Grinnell in this third inning. And it remains 4-2. Boone with lead over Grinnell. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
People ask us what the secret is. Is it the thin and crispy crust? Is it the liquid gold ranch? Or maybe it's the fact that we're still doing things the hard way, by hand, every single day. Truth is, the secret is you. The families who have been sitting in these booths for 3 generations. We're more than just a pizza place. We're part of your story. So come in, bring the whole family, and let us handle the rest. We've got a spot saved for you at Polly Eyes.
Back at the softball complex, top of the 4th we go. Boone leads Grinnell 4-2. And the Toreadors are sending the 7, 8, 9 hitters to the plate.
Now batting, second baseman, number 7, Finley Hauser.
Finley Hauser leading things off. Finley 0 for 1 on the night, struck out her first time up. Facing Reese. That pitch swung and chopped foul for an Edward Jones foul ball for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch now on the way from Reese. Pitch swung on, and that's chopped foul. Up and out of play down the first base line for another Edward Jones foul ball. Mark and Paula Colpin, your registered representatives. Count is now no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 delivery from Reese. Swung on and just getting a nice piece of hitting by Hauser. Fouls that one off. Another Edward Jones foul ball. Stays alive. Count no balls and 2 strikes. Soccer girls start their playoff run, postseason playoff run tomorrow night at Ballard. And then we'll have the boys game. I'll tell you about that here in a minute. 0-2. That pitch outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Hauser here. Top of the 4th inning. Boone leading Grinnell 4-2 on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Tiger boys host PCM in the second round of the playoffs. That's this Thursday over at TT Cranfield. Well, we will have that game for you on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network starting at 7 o'clock. That pitch swung on a chop back towards the pitcher. Reese, easy to throw over to first for the out. 1-3 to retire Hauser for the first out. That brings up first baseman number 24, Olivia Gardner. Gardner, 1 for 1 on the night, singled her first time up. For all that information on schedules and links to our prior games and current games and all that, go to our website. Swing and a miss for strike 1 to Garver. Our website is, you see the watermark there in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Just add the .com to that. That's our website. You can go there, check out all the information you need. We have both the soccer schedule and softball and baseball schedules up for you. That pitch swung on and hit between short and third for a single. Gardner's 2 for 2 on the night with a clean single. Brings up the left fielder now, Abigail Liu. See what Coach Hyman calls here.
Number 13, Abigail Liu.
My guess we'll have some type of sacrifice in play. We'll see, though. Here's the pitch. Scores the bunt and bunts it foul. That pitch tailing up and in. Edward Jones foul ball. Reese may have anticipated that, don't know. But that pitch started over the middle of the plate and tailed in and up towards a right-handed hitting Lou. She fouls it off for strike one. Here's the pitch. That pitch low and away. Gets past the catcher. Garver heads down to second. There's 1 ball and 1 strike now. Here is the 1-1 pitch on the way. Pitch is bunted. Only plays at first. Reese gets it over to first in time for the out. 1-3. Garver moves down to third on the sacrifice. But now there's 2 outs, and we are back at the top of the order. Claire Hardinger, the shortstop. 1 for 2 on the night. Singleton scored and grounded out her last time up. 2 outs. Here's a pitch. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Gets past the defense. That scores a run. RBI single for Hardinger. And she's held at first. And it is now 5-2. Boone with the lead over Grinnell. Brings up the third baseman, number 8, Haley Bingham. Bingham 1 for 2 on the night. She walked and scored and struck out her prior 2 trips. Squares to bunt. Pitch is in there for a strike. Throw down is not in time. So Hardinger has a stolen base, and it's no balls and 1 strike now to Bingham. Here's a pitch. Outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Nice off-speed pitch by Reese. Up right in the letters and kind of rose up a little bit. Started about chest high, and by the time I got to the plate, it was about shoulder high. So nice pitch by Reese. Trying to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled up and back for a Edward Jones foul ball. Actually, I misspoke. Bingham walks don't count as plate appearance, so she is 0 for 1. She struck out and walked and scored. Walks do not count as a plate appearance in softball and baseball. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that is hit foul. Nice piece of hitting. Another Edward Jones foul ball. Nice piece of hitting there by Bingham, the third baseman. Again, you're just, if it's close, you're taught just to keep it alive. Do what you got to do, get the bat on it, foul it off to live to face another pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner second base. Boone leads Grinnell 5-2 here. Top of the 4th inning. High school softball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network and on our Coast Collision Center scoreboard. That pitch swung on, that's chopped towards first. Easy play for the Tiger first baseman. Picks it up, gets the out just in time to retire the side. Boone gets 1 more, the lead 5-2. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports
When change and
Livestream
uncertainty
Network.
define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, New construction for multifamily and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Bottom of the fourth inning we go. Grinnell trailing Boone 5-2. Tigers got to start getting busy. 6, 7, and 8 hitters up for Grinnell. Ava Van Tomey leading things off. Ava singled and was thrown out at home her last time up. There's a swing and just foul. Ava ripped that ball down the third base line, but the home plate umpire called it foul. Nice play fielding that at third by the Boone third baseman there. That's Haley Bingham. So 1 strike now to Van Tomey. That pitch misses low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Way up and in. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kate Nath and Lainey Idle scheduled to hit this inning. That pitch in there for a called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Tiger catcher. Again, please ignore our scoreboard there in the upper left-hand corner. It is not working tonight. Tigers trail Boone 5-2 here, bottom of the fourth inning. There's a changeup, swung on and ripped just over the second baseman's head for a single. Nice pitch. Van Tomey going to go into second. Here's a throw in and not in time. She never stopped running. Ball was bobbled a little bit there in the outfield, and Van Tomey just kept right on churning. Listen to her coach at first. Now Tigers have a runner in scoring position with nobody out, and that brings up Kate Nath.
Now adding left fielder, number 23, Kate Nath.
Kate Nath, 1 for 1. There's the pitch. Gets past the catcher, it's low and away. Van Tomey goes now down to third. It's ball 1 to Kate Nath. Over the baseball diamond there in the top of the third inning. No score between Grinnell boys and Oskaloosa boys. Doubleheader baseball. Dave Van Kampen with that call on our Tiger Sports live stream network. Tiger boys won the first game 14-2. That pitch swung and that's chopped foul for Deborah Jones foul ball. Evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Taken for a strike on the outside corner. Weisbrod really mixing the pitches up well. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the Tiger left fielder, Kate Nath. That pitch swing that's popped up, foul, heading for the stands. Fan made the catch. There you go. Edward Jones foul ball there. And Nath remains alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That pitch is swung and that's popped up. Shadow left field. Left fielder coming in and makes the play. Holds the runner at third. So Nath flies out to left for the first out. That brings up right fielder number 7, Lainey Idle.
Now adding right fielder, number 7, Lainey Idle.
Idle checks the wristband. Again, both teams use the wristband. The players wear a wristband. Coach calls out a number. The wristband has a sheet of plays with numbers, corresponding numbers. They get the number. They look up the play. Pitch swung on that is ripped foul. Out of play for an Edward Jones foul ball and strike 1. Hadley Harder on deck for Coach Doty. Tigers with a runner at third base, the leadoff runner. There's a scoring to bunt. There's a great bunt laid down. It is over there. Throw is coming down, and she's safe. Beats the throw home, and I think she was safe at first. I think the first baseman got pulled off the bag. And so everybody's safe for Grinnell. Wow. So Tigers score. Idle beats out the throw at first.
Now batting, center fielder, number 1, Hayden Carter.
And Tigers now trail 5-3 with just one out. Haley Harder now steps in. She squares to bunt and pitches up and in. It's called for a strike, but it gets away from the catcher. And so Idle, who was running on the play, zips down to second. Can't call that a stolen base. I'm going to say it was a pass ball. And now Tigers have a runner in scoring position as well with just one out. They called that one a strike, I believe, to Hannah. She scores to bunt, and she takes another one for strike. I believe that is strike 2. Let's see what he puts up. Yep, 0-2 is the count, so it's 2 strikes on Harder. And then we would go back to the top of the order, and Kylie Bond, the shortstop. 2 balls, or no balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch, upstairs. Good discipline by Harder not to swing at that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second base. Tigers lead, or check that, Tigers trail 5-3 against Boone here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Changeup misses low and away. Nice stop by the catcher, Haley Bailey. Count evens up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. See what Weisbrod sends here. That pitch upstairs. Now the count is full. Nice battle back by Harder. She was down 0-2, no strike, no balls and 2 strikes, and she's battled back to make the count full. Here comes a 3-2. Up and in for ball 4. Boone fans didn't like that call. But now the Tigers have runners at first and second. And top of the order we go to Kylie Bond. Tiger shortstop.
Now batting, shortstop, number 17.
Bond's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout her prior 2 trips. Again, just 1 out here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Tigers trail 5-3 over Boone. That ball off the handles, popped up by Bond. Caught by the pitcher for the second out. And that brings up the pitcher, Reese. 2 outs now, runners at first and second.
Now batting, pitcher, number 16, Rhiannon Reese.
Reese now steps in. 0 for 2 on the night is Reese. There's a pitch. In there for a strike. Reese led the Tigers in homers last year. Don't want to do the broadcast jinx, but trying to say she has the power to give Tigers the lead here with 1 swing of the bat. 0-1 pitch. That's inside, skips by the catcher, so both runners are going to move up. Now the Tigers have runners at second and third. And any type of ball towards the outfield, as aggressive as Coach Doty is, would probably tie the game. Pitcher Weisbrod looks into the dugout to her coach. Checks the wristband and gets the pitch call. 1-1 on the way for Reese. Change up. Beautiful pitch in there for a strike. Reese thought it was inside. But now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Reese. 2 outs. Big moment in this game right here. Big pitch from Weisbrod. Here we go. That's swung on and hit towards the shortstop side. Shortstop up across the diamond in time for the out to retire the side. Big play there. Reese is out 6-3, and that ends the Tiger threat. Tigers do get 1 run, and they trail 5-3, going now to the top of the 5th inning. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere. And that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
At Mayflower Community, we offer a full continuum of care, from independent living in our beautiful historic neighborhood to assisted living, memory care assisted living, and skilled nursing care that meets you exactly where you are. But life here is about the experience. Whether it's enjoying a meal with friends in one of our dining spaces, staying active in the wellness center, or exploring our walking paths, there is always a way to connect. Come see why Mayflower is more than a residence. It's a community.
Back here at the softball complex, 5-3. Boone with the lead over Grinnell. Top of the fifth inning we go on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Chris Jr. here with you on this beautiful Tuesday night. Lights are on here at the Tiger softball complex. Boone Toreadors in town to kick off the 2025-2026 softball season. We have to call it that because this is still technically the 25-26 school year, even though it is firmly 2026. So the 3, 4, and 5 hitters up for the Toreadors. Weisbrod, Keel, and Bailey. Pitcher Brooke Weisbrod is up now. She's 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored on the night, helping her cause. Now we're having a discussion in the dugout. I think Tigers may have made a change defensively here. Let's see. Yeah, they did move some people around. Let's see here. We'll try to get that information for you here and get you the movement that Coach Doty made. So Weisbrod steps in. Change up misses low for ball 1. One-0 pitch from Reese. Swung on, that's ripped towards the shortstop. Bond there to make the catch. And Weisbrod is finally retired. She was 2 for 2 before that, now 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Brings up the center fielder, number 15, Kaylee Keel, 0 for 2 on the night. Macy Andrews is now catching. Kylie Bonds at first. And Ivy Kellogg is at short, so Ivy Kellogg made that catch. That pitch is fouled off for an Everett Jones foul ball. So Reese is pitching, Macy Andrews catching, Kylie Bond at first. Waka is at second, Kellogg's at short, Kate Smith at third. That pitch swung on, that's hit out to left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Keel gets on with a single. Kendi Waka is now playing second base. Again, we'll get these changes for you as we can get caught up here.
Number 5, Hallie Bailey.
Hallie Bailey, the catcher's up now. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She walked and got to third but did not score. That pitch in there for strike 1. So runner at first base, 1 out. Boone leads Grinnell 5-3 on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. High school softball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. We'll set the Tiger defense for you here again in a minute. That pitch swung on, that's foul back. Nice catch by the fan below us. Take that to the concession stand. We used to get a dime for those back in the day. Now you just simply hand it out. That's a Everett Jones foul ball for strike 2. 0-2 now. Pitch coming to Bailey. Pitch up and in for ball 1. Reese has thrown 92 pitches here on the night. Again, they do not have a pitch count in high school softball like they do for baseball. That pitch swing, that's ripped towards second. Line drive is caught, and they get the double play. Kennedy Waka catches the line drive, is low and away, then she threw it back to first to double the runner off, and that ends that. Boone does not score. It is 5-3 heading to the bottom of the fifth. We're watching high school
Tired of
softball.
bad
on the Tiger
internet
Sports
and bad
live stream
service?
network.
Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
Hey Tiger fans, Colton here at Wagon Wheels West in Grinnell, and today's game day boot is this men's Twisted X boot. This boot is going to be super comfortable with that self-stretch technology while also being greatly durable if you have to go and work in the yard or you're out on the job all day. This is going to be the boot for you. But don't get it twisted. This boot is going to look wonderful under a nice pair of blue jeans if you got to go out on the town. And stop in, try it, and good luck, Tigers.
Back at the softball complex we go. 5-3. Bottom of the fifth inning. Tigers trail Boone. High school softball in the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Again, we apologize. Our scoreboard is not working, as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, so please ignore that. We will get that fixed for you for our next broadcast. Tigers now leading off with Macy Andrews. Macy is now catching for Grinnell. Then we have Kate Smith and Ivy Kellogg. Andrews' first pitch misses outside for ball one. Second pitch upstairs for ball two. 2 balls and no strikes now to the catcher, Andrews. Here's a pitch from Weisbrod. That's a pitch is swung and hit up in the air to left center field. That's well hit. Drifting back is the right fielder, though, makes the catch. Andrews gave it a ride, but just missed getting it, got underneath it just a little bit. It hung up enough for the right fielder to make the catch for that first out to retire the senior Andrews. Brings up the third baseman, number 6, Kate Smith. Kate 0 for 2 on the night. She walked and scored and flew out to right field her last time up. That pitch swung and that's popped up in the infield. There's a chance. Can they make the play? No, Boone cannot. So that is an Edward Jones foul ball for strike one. Over on the baseball side, top of the fourth inning, Tigers have broken the ice. They lead Oskaloosa 1-0. Tiger boys won the first game 14-2. And they lead the Indians in this second game 1-0. Dave Van Compernel has that call for you not over, but on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Here's the pitch, the changeup. Nice job of hitting. Smith waited on it, but still chopped it foul for an Edward Jones foul ball and strike two. Now Kate will protect the plate, meaning if anything's close, she will do what she can to get the bat out to try just to foul it off. Here's the pitch. Way outside for ball one. Again, could not get Kate to chase there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, we know that Weisbrod likes to work quickly. We've seen a lot of Tiger players step out in between pitches. That pitch, trying to throw a changeup there. That hit the dirt well in front of the mound, so that is 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Again, Kate Smith taking her time. Now steps in. That pitch up and in for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kate taking her time, takes a long walk out. Again, there's no real rule. I mean, if the umpire, if you would take too long, I'm guessing the umpire would probably motion you in the box, but you're allowed to step out for the most part. Here's a pitch. upstairs for ball 4. So Kate Smith is on board with a walk. Brings up the second baseman, Ivy Kellogg. Ivy 1 for 2 on the night. 2-run homer and a strikeout.
Now batting shortstop, number 5, Ivy Kellogg.
Ivy scores a bunt. Pitch is in there for a strike. Throw down is not in time. Throw gets away, and she's going to third. And here comes a throw, and she is in. So the pitcher's a strike. Kate Smith drew the throw down to second. The ball got away. She advanced on to third. So now Kate Smith is a third with 1 out. It's 0-1 now to Ivy Kellogg. 0-1 pitch now on the way from Weisbrod. That pitch upstairs for ball 2. Or check that, ball 1. My apologies. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on here. Bottom of the 5th inning for Grinnell. That pitch misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Tigers trail Boone 5-3 on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard, which again, our scoreboard's not working as we said. So, but Tigers do trail 5-3. Bottom of the 5th inning. Kellogg steps in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Big pitch coming here from the pitcher, Brooke Weisbrod. 2-2, pitch on the way. Swung on, that is popped up to the infield. Second baseman drifts over, makes the catch. And Kellogg is retired for the second out. That brings up the right fielder, Ava Van Tomey.
Number 12, Ava Van Tomey.
I think Ava may have moved to the designated player. We'll check that for you. Here's the pitch. She scores a bunt, pulls the bat back. In there for a strike. Bottom of the 5th inning. Tigers running out of outs. Have 7 outs left to get something done against this Toreador team. Here's the pitch. That pitch is swung, hit off the handle. It's going to be caught by the first baseman for the out. Drifting over there was the first baseman, makes the catch for the out to retire the side. Run is stranded. Tigers still trail 5-3. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue, Grinnell, would like to invite everyone to experience the Barnyard. Our friendly smiles will serve you up with your favorite yogurt flavor of the day, sundaes, and specialty cyclones. If lunch or supper is what you're craving, they have all the favorites. Large groups are welcome by the busloads, and you can always catch us on the move or online. I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn. Go Tigers!
Back here at the softball complex. 5-3. That throw back to the second base almost took out the pitcher there. Top of the 6th inning we go. Boone leads Grinnell 5-3 in our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. And again, we apologize. Our scoreboard, as you can see, is not working on our screen. We will get that fixed for you. 6, 7, and 8 hitters up for Boone. Carson Smith, Finley Hauser, and Olivia Garber up for the Toreadors here in this top of the 6th inning, facing Reese. Macy Andrews now catching. Again, we'll set that Tiger lineup for you here in just a moment.
Smith.
So Carson Smith over 2 on the night, 2 strikeouts on the night. And here comes the first pitch from Reese. Upstairs for ball 1. Second pitch in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. One on the way from Reese. That pitch is out. That hit her. Yes, it did. So, Carson Smith is hit by the pitch. Gets down to first base. That'll bring up second baseman number 7, Finley Hauser.
Now batting second baseman number 7, Finley Hauser.
So that pitch is fouled off for an Edward Jones foul ball and strike 1. Hauser 0 for 2 on the night, struck out and grounded out her prior 2 trips. Top of the 6th inning, Boone leads Grinnell 5-3 on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Again, our scoreboard on screen not working, as you can see. But that is the score. Runner at first base with nobody out for Boone. Scores to bunt. That pitch is fouled off again for strike 2. 0-2 now to Hauser, the second baseman. Now Hauser, if she scores to bunt, she can do that, but if she fouls it off with 2 strikes, she is out. That counts as a strikeout. You do not get unlimited foul balls when you score to bunt. So we'll see if Coach Hyman has her bunt here or swing away. 0-2 count now on the way from Reese. Here it comes. Pitch just misses. Throw down is close, but ruled back in time. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Carson Smith, a little bit of a scare there, but got back just in time. 1-2 pitch on the way from Reese. Change up, swing and a miss for a big Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout to Hauser for the first out. That'll bring up first baseman number 24, Olivia Gardner. 1 for 2 on the night. Two for 2 on the night. Singled and was stranded and singled and scored her prior 2 trips. Did Gardner, the first baseman, facing Reese. Here comes the pitch. Swing on that is popped up and going to be bouncing short. Bond tries to throw to first and not in time. Ball was kind of hung up there in the air, and softball, the distances are so short. And Bond tried to gun her down, has a great arm, but just could not get the play there. So that's going to be a single. And now Toreadors have runners at first and second with 1 out. Number 9 hitter Abigail Liu is up now. She scores to bunt and bunts a foul for an Edward Jones foul ball and strike 1. Here's a pitch. It is outside. She squared the bump and she pulled the bat back. As long as you pull the bat back when the ball crosses the plate, in the umpire's opinion, it is not a swing, and he called it a ball. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Amy Van Tomey's now playing right field for Grinnell. We'll continue to get the lineup switches here for you as best we can. Here's a pitch. That pitch swung on us, bunted up in the air, foul back off the fence. Once it hits the fence, it becomes dead, so now it's 1-2. To Abigail Liu. Trying to advance the runner from from first and second to second and third. 1-2 pitch now coming from Reese. Big moment here in this game. Here's a pitch. Change up in there for a called strike 3. Another Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout. Reese gets the big strikeout. Second one of the inning and the 9th run of the game unofficially. And that now to the top of the order we go. Claire Hardinger, the shortstop, stepping in. Hardinger 2 for 3 on the night. 5-3. Reed trying to protect that lead. Change up in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch by Reese. Oh, 1 delivery. That pitch, that's a nice stop there by Andrews. Prevents those runs from advancing. 1 ball and 1 strike. Little things like that, they don't show up in the box score, but that pitch was outside, and Macy went down and snagged that, prevented that going to the fence and keeping those runners up first and second. 1-1 pitch. That bounces low, and Andrews slides over and stops that one again. So 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. Runners at first and second for Boone. Top of the 6th inning, Toreadors lead Grinnell 5-3. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is chopped foul. Nice pitch by Reese. Started at the middle of the plate, broke it in toward on the hands of the right-handed hitting Claire Hardinger. And now it is 2 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs. 2 on for Boone here in the top of the 6th inning. Obviously could use the Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout right about now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Upstairs for ball 3. So count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be going. The runners cannot leave the bag until the pitch to the ball has left the pitcher's hand. 5-3 is your score. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that is ripped towards third. Snagged by the third baseman. Kate Smith steps on the bag for the out to retire the side. Big stop there by Grinnell. And Tigers get out of that with not giving up a run. 5-3, Toreadors lead Grinnell. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live
At
stream
B3
network.
Technology in Grinnell, we make IT simple. Our team provides reliable managed IT services, cloud solutions, data backup, and network security so your home or business runs smoothly every day. With big city technology and small town customer service, B3 Technology has been helping Central Iowa stay connected and protected for decades. Call B3 Technology today at 641-236-9296 or visit b3tech.com.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Tri-Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Back here to the softball complex. Bottom of the 6th inning we go. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Kate Nath up. She pops the ball up, and the third baseman runs in, makes the catch for the first out. Boone leads Grinnell 5-3. Now Coach Doty's coming to talk to the home plate umpire. We may have a switch here. Not sure what that was about, because I saw Lainey Idle stepping in, and she is scheduled to bat. So I'm not sure what that was about, so Lainey steps in. Tiger right fielder takes the first pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1.
Now batting, right fielder, number 7, Lainey Idle.
And Hadley Harder is on deck. The 7, 8, 9 hitters up for Grinnell. Here's the pitch. Nice changeup, swing and a miss for strike 2. Great pitch that time by Brooke Weisbrod. Now we have time called by the home plate umpire, and he's going out. Oh, he's checking on it was time called. The player at first base is having a mask issue, I think. The Boone first baseman's fixing her mask here. Now we're good, and play will resume here. 0-2 the count now to Lainey Idle. Idle 1 for 2 on the night. That pitch way outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Laney struck out and singled her prior 2 trips. 1-2 pitch now coming from Weisbrod. Changeup misses upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Nobody on for Grinnell. Bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers trail Boone 5-3. Here's the pitch. Upstairs again. Nice job by Laney. She battled back. She was in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. To the Tiger right fielder, Laney Idle. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball 4. So Idle was down 0-2, battles back and draws a walk.
Now batting center fielder, number 1.
And that'll bring up
Harder.
Haley Harder, the center fielder. Haley's 0 for 1. 2 walks on the night for Haley. Here's a pitch. Runner's going. It is in there for a strike. And they're going to call the runner out. Not sure what the call was there. Only I can think of the rule she left early. So Idle is called out. And it's a strike 1 to Harder. Now the home plate umpire is going to talk to the first base umpire. Coach Doty didn't say too much. So I'm not sure what the discussion is about here. But the field umpire stopped, called dead ball, and he called the runner out when Idle went to steal. So chat is over, and now Hadley Harder steps in to face Rosbrough, but now with 2 outs, nobody on for Grinnell. That pitch swung on and chopped towards, gets past the third baseman. Shortstop comes up with a long throw, is out. Gets the call, and that will retire the side. Tiger fans not like it. Great play by the shortstop for the Toreadors. Tigers go 3 up, 3 down, don't get any runs, and they trail Boone 5-3 as we head to the top of the 7th. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
People ask us what the secret is. Is it the thin and crispy crust? Is it the liquid gold ranch? Or maybe it's the fact that we're still doing things the hard way, by hand, every single day. Truth is, the secret is you. The families who have been sitting in these booths for 3 generations. We're more than just a pizza place. We're part of your story. So come in, bring the whole family, and let us handle the rest. We've got a spot saved for you at Polly Eyes.
When change and uncertainty define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
Top of the 7th inning we go. Boone leads Grinnell 5-3. High school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Chris Jr. with you over on the baseball field. They are in the top of the 5th inning. Grinnell boys lead Oskaloosa boys 1-0. Grinnell boys won the first game 14-2. Dave Van Compernel has that call. He had the first game call. He's calling the second game. Again, both of these on the Tiger Sports live stream network. So 2, 3, and 4 hitters up for Coach Lindsey Hyman and the Boone Toreadors. Haley Bingham leading things off. Reese still pitching. First pitch swung on a ripped foul for Deborah Jones. Foul ball down the first base line for strike 1. Haley Bingham, Brooke Weisbrod, and Kaylee Keel due up for the Toreadors here in this top of the 7th inning. Second pitch, changeup outside. Nice job by Andrew. Just slide out there and snag that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Way outside. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Two-one pitch on the way. That ball swung on and hit towards the shortstop side. Up with it is the shortstop across the diamond in time to get the out. Nice play there by the Tigers shortstop. That's Ivy Kellogg making that play. To retire Bingham. 6-3 on the putout for the first out. That'll bring up the pitcher, number 23, Brooke Weisbrod. Weisbrod 2 for 3 on the night. Triple and run scored, single and run scored, and flew out her prior 3 trips. Now we get time called. Weisbrod asks for time and gets it. Brooks saying, you all stepped out on me, I'm going to step out on you. The game within the game. Here's the first pitch from Reese. Changeup misses upstairs for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Our next broadcast is Thursday. The Tiger Boys hosting the second round of the playoffs. They will face PCM with the winner moving on to the district final. That game's at 7 o'clock this Thursday right here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Pitch upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now to her counterpart, pitcher Brooke Weisbrod. Boone leads Grinnell 5-3. Top of the 7th inning on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard again. We apologize. That pitch is swung on and fouled. Up and out of play. Look out by concession stand, and it bounces, and it's Edward Jones foul ball for strike 2. Our scoreboard is not working, as you can plainly see. We will have that fixed for you by our next broadcast. 2-2 pitch on the way from Reese. That's swung on and hit just past the shortstop for a single. So Weisbrod gets on to help her own cause. See if Coach Hyman has a courtesy runner for her. She is going to have a courtesy runner. And coming in is looks like number 6 maybe for Boone. We'll go with 6, and that is Hadley Gustafson. So 1 out, runner at first base for Boone. Top of the 7th inning. That brings up center fielder Kaylee Keel. And Gustafson running for the pitcher, Weisbrod. See what Keel does here. Pitch on the way outside for ball 1. One-0 pitch. That pitch is low and outside, gets past the catcher. Back to the fence. So Gustafson trots down to second and is 2 balls and no strikes to Kaylee Keel, the center fielder of the Toreadors. Reese up to 120 pitches now in the night. Again, no pitch count in high school softball like there's in high school baseball. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. Runner at second base, you can see in our camera taking a big, big lead. They have to wait till the pitch leaves the hand. They can stay out there. Once the ball is in the circle, the runner either has to then get back to the bag they're at or advance to the next one. They can't just stand there. That pitch is swung on and foul down the first base line for Deborah Jones foul ball. Makes it now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the runners cannot leave until the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. And when the ball is not in the circle, they can advance or do what they want. But once the ball gets in the circle and is handled by the pitcher, they have to either get back to their base they were coming from or go to the next base. That changeup, nice piece of hitting, swung on, and that's fouled up and out of play. Another Edward Jones foul ball. Keel with a great swing, just kind of swung and put the bat on it. The definition of protecting the plate there. Just got the bat out on it and fouled it off and lived to face another pitch. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second for Boone. Top of the 7th inning, Boone leads Grinnell 5-3. Here's a pitch. Upstairs for ball 3. Now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch on the way from Reese. It is swung on and chopped foul again. Another Edward Jones foul ball. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good battle here between Keel, the center fielder, and Reese, the Tiger pitcher. Here's the pitch. Just getting a piece of it for another Edward Jones foul ball is Keels, and she stays alive. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch on the way from Reese. Another foul ball. Great at bat by Kaylee Keel. Another Edward Jones foul ball. Count remains of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Keel and Reese locked in a really good battle here in the top of the 7th inning. Tigers trail Boone 5-3. Here's a pitch. That pitch is swung on and hit towards second baseman. She bobbles it, kind of tailing away from her. She does knock it down. And everybody's safe. Runner moves over to third. Keel reaches. That's got to be ruled a single.
Now batting the catcher, number 5, Hallie Bailey.
And that brings up the catcher, Hallie Bailey. And now Coach Doty's going to come out and talk to his team. Give us a moment here to talk about the baseball team. Again, they're in game number 2, bottom of the 5th inning. Grinnell leads Oskaloosa 1-0 in baseball. Dave Van Kamperl has that. Second game of the doubleheader over there on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Grinnell boys won the first one 14-2. On Thursday this week, the Tiger boys will have their soccer game. They are hosting the second round of the soccer playoffs as they'll take on PCM in the regional semifinal. Check that district semifinal. We're moving on to the district final. That'll be this Thursday at 7 o'clock right here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Tomorrow night, the Tiger girls are in action. They start their postseason tournament run. They are at Ballard for a 7 o'clock game. We're not broadcasting that, but you can follow that game along as well on various media outlets. So good luck to the Tiger girls tomorrow night. And Coach Stephen Seek. All right, conference is over, and Hallie Bailey steps in. Scores a bunt. Bunt towards first. Try to throw the ball home, and everybody's safe. Runners are advancing to third, and that runner's safe, and runner goes down to second. So everybody's safe, and Boone gets a run. Everything went right for Boone on that sequence. It's a great bunt laid down by Bailey. So they now have runners at first and second, and one out. And they got one more run in. It's now 6-3, Boone with the lead over Grinnell. Here's the pitch. Pitch is up and away for ball 1. Carson Smith now the designated player in there for Boone. Again, 6-3, Boone with the lead now over Grinnell. That pitch is low and away for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a pitch, scoring a bunt, and it fouled off, I believe. Yes. Edward Jones foul ball for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike now. To the batter, Carson Smith. Again, Boone runs to second and third with only 1 out. Already have 1 run across. Tigers got to limit the damage to just 1 run here. Here's the pitch, squares the bunt. She offered, didn't pull the bat back, so that is a strike. And now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the runners do not have to move with first base open. So obviously a big sequence here, big pitch of the game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reese is on the mound, and here comes the 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Swing, and let's see. That's a foul ball, all right? Edward Jones foul ball. Tiger fans thought it was a strikeout, but it's a foul ball. Remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. That pitch is just upstairs for ball 4, and now the bases are loaded. That brings up Finley Hauser, the second baseman.
Now batting, second baseman, number 7, Finley Hauser.
Again, 1 out, bases loaded. Boone leads Grinnell 6-3. Reese with the pitch. Swung on and fouled back off the fence for an Edward Jones foul ball and strike 1. Tiger infield is in. They cannot let another run score. At least that's going to be the priority, to try to throw the runner out at home. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that's chopped towards home. Reese fields it. Takes the ball home, and she's out at home. The Boone runner, interesting, they just stopped. Didn't even try to go home. But that is a 1-2 putout for a very big second out. So runners advance. And they reach on a fielder's choice. And that brings up Olivia Garver. That pitch in there for strike 1. Garver now steps in, the first baseman. She's 2 for 2 on the night. 3 for 3 on the night, pardon me. Pitch is outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Obviously, big moment here in the game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. 6-3, Boone with the lead over Grinnell on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. See if my slot powers can work here. We would dearly love a Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout right here. Or a pop out or any out. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout. Change up by Reese. Gets a huge strikeout to retire the side. Boone gets 1 run. They lead Grinnell 6-3. Back with the bottom of the 7th. You're watching high school softball
Belden
on the
Drywall
Tiger
is your
Sports
local
live
drywall
stream network.
professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today. At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are 1 click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers!
Back at the softball complex, bottom of the 7th inning, Grinnell trails Boone 6-3. Tigers do have the top of the order coming up. Kylie Bond, Reese, and Macy Andrews, the 3 seniors. First game of the year for both clubs. And the unofficial box score I have, Boone with 6 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. Grinnell 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. Kylie Bond stepping in, takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Brooke Weisbrod trying to close this one out for the Toreadors to get their first win of the season. Here comes the pitch. Bond takes that one outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. That pitch swung on a chop towards the shortstop. Bobble, Bonds across and beats it out. Kylie Bond hustling down. That all-important leadoff runner is down. I don't know if they're going to call that a hit or an error.
Now batting the pitcher, number 16.
Doesn't matter at this point. We have a base runner. That's what's important. Brings up Reese, the pitcher. Reese 0 for 3 on the night. Facing Weisbrod. Here's the pitch. Inside corner for strike 1. Reese didn't like the call, but that's what it is. Outfield playing Reese straight away and deep. Infield's coming in expecting a bunt. Reese swings on and pops it up on the infield. Third baseman makes the catch. Frustrating night for Reese. He goes 0 for 4 on the night. Tough opening night for the Tiger senior. Brings up the catcher, Macy Andrews. 1 out. Runner at first base in Kylie Bond. Here's the pitch. Pitch is upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes now to Macy Andrews. That pitch catches inside corner for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. If Macy gets on, there's no double play. Kate Smith will bat for Grinnell, the third baseman, extending the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Change up. Misses upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Macy Andrews, the Tiger catcher. 2-1 pitch on the way. Low and away for ball 3. Good eye by Macy Andrews. Three balls and 1 strike now. Weisbrod looks at the coach, gets the call for the pitch. Here it comes. Pitch misses inside for ball 4. Andrews is on with a walk, and let's see if Coach Dirty has a runner here for his catcher.
Third baseman, number 6, Kate Smith.
So we are having a courtesy run, number 14 in the game for Grinnell. That is Piper Madrid. So Piper Madrid now running for Macy Andrews at first base. And now the tying runs at the plate, and now Coach Lindsey Hyman calls a conference, and Coach Doty calls all his base runners over as well as the first base coach. Over the baseball diamond, bottom of the 6th inning, Grinnell still leads Oskaloosa 1-0. Trying to get the sweep over the Indians in a baseball doubleheader. Dave Van Kampen with that call on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Here it's 6-3. Boone with the lead over Grinnell. Bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers have 1 out and runners at first and second. So the tying run is at the plate in the form of Kate Smith. Kate taking her time now, and finally now does step in to face Brooke Weisbrod. Here is the pitch. Swung on, that's hit foul. Up and out of play. Deborah Jones foul ball for strike 1. Just after 9 o'clock here on a Tuesday night from the softball complex. Beautiful night for softball and baseball. Here's a pitch. Changeup misses. And that is ball 2. Or check that. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. There we go. Again, Kate Smith taking her time, knowing Westbrook likes to work quickly. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, and that is ripped foul down the third base line, just foul. And Everett Jones foul ball. And now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way. That is swung on, hit out towards left field, and right at the left fielder makes the catch. Misjudged it for a second, took a step in and had to retreat back, but she made the catch. Big play of the game. And runners are all staying put. And that's the second out. And now it comes down to Ivy Kellogg, the shortstop.
Number 5, Ivy Kellogg.
Ivy did homer way back in the second inning. But she's gone 1 for 3 since then. That pitch on there for a strike. Tying run is at the plate. And obviously Ivy would have to homer again to get that in there. Here's the pitch. Change up in there for strike 2. Nice pitch by Weisbrod. And Tigers are down to their last strike. Kellogg looks at her bat, and she now steps in. 0-2 pitch on the way. Upstairs for ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes. Tigers get another run. They lead Oskaloosa now 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning in game number 2 of their doubleheader. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that will do it. Boone gets the win over Grinnell, 6-3 for the opening game of the 2025-2026 softball season. And that'll wrap it up here on our Tiger Sports Livestream Network broadcast. Again, the baseball game, the second game is still going on. They are in the 6th inning. But Tigers, first game of the season, lose to Boone 6-3. For the Tiger Sports Livestream Network, I'm Chris Junior saying good night on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.